Hey, ready to talk about food like you've been doing it your whole life? In this explainer, we're going to dive into some food vocabulary, fruits, vegetables, nuts, and really nail the pronunciation so you can sound way more natural. Let's dig in.
Okay, first things first, let's tackle a question that trips up so many people. Seriously, when you look at this, what's your gut feeling? Should you say I like fruit or I like fruits? It seems tricky, I know, but the answer is actually pretty simple once you see it.
All right, let's break this down. Vegetable is super straightforward. It's what we call a countable noun. You can have one vegetable or you can have three vegetables. Easy, right? But fruit is the weird one. When we're talking about fruit in a general sense, like a bowl of fruit on the table, we treat it as uncountable. So you'd say, you should eat more fruit.
But, and this is the key, there is an exception. We pull out the plural fruits only when we're talking about different kinds of fruit. So you could say something like, my favorite fruits are apples and bananas, because you're listing different types. Honestly, getting this one little detail right is a huge step towards sounding more like a native speaker. Perfect. Now that we've got that grammar rules sorted, let's get to the fun part, actually saying the words. We're going to start with fruits. I'll say each word twice, and you just repeat it right after me. You ready?
Let's start with some of the classics, the ones you see everywhere. Okay, repeat after me. Apple. Apple. Good. Next up, a summer favorite, strawberry. Strawberry. And of course, its little cousin, blueberry. Blueberry. And to finish this round, the tropical one, pineapple. Pineapple. Awesome job.
Okay, let's try something a little more advanced. This word, it can look a bit intimidating when you just see it written down, right? Pomegranate.
The secret to this one is just to break it into smaller pieces, just like you see here. Let's do it together. Pom-gran-ate. Pomegranate. Let's try it one more time. Pomegranate. See? Not so bad when you take it piece by piece. All right, next up, we have the humble tomato. It's a staple in kitchens literally all over the world, but it comes with a pretty famous identity crisis. And this is that classic debate, right? Scientifically, it's a fruit. No question. It grows from the plant's flower and it has seeds. But in the kitchen, we all treat it like a vegetable, using it in salads and savory dishes. It's actually a pretty fun piece of trivia to have in your back pocket. Okay, let's wander out of the fruit aisle and head over to the vegetables. We are on a roll, so let's keep this momentum going. Our first vegetable is chili, but a little heads up on this one because depending on where you are in the world, this word can actually cause a bit of confusion. That's right. In some places, like the US for example, this is just called a pepper. So to make sure you're getting what you want, especially if you're looking for that spicy kick, the safest and clearest thing to say is chili pepper. That way, everyone's on the same page. Okay, here is a word you might not use every day, but trust me, it's an important one, especially if you're a fan of a good burger. Gherkin.
So what on earth is a gherkin? It's super simple. It's a pickled cucumber. And as it says here, it's a non-negotiable ingredient for a truly great burger. A simple word for a very delicious thing.
And here we have another fantastic multi-syllable word to practice. Let's give it a try together. Asparagus. Really notice how the stress is on that second syllable. Asparagus. Asparagus. You're doing great. Let's move on to our final category for today. Nuts. We've just got a couple more to master, and you're going to feel so much more confident with all this. First one up is the pistachio. Let's practice that. Pistachio. And a little fun fact for you, the person who created the lesson this is based on, well, they had a rescue cat named Pistachio. How great is that for a cat's name? And now for our final word. And this is a big one. It's probably one of the most commonly mispronounced words in the entire food world. The word is almond. Okay, this is the secret. Look closely. That L is completely silent. A lot of people say almond, but it's really almond, almond. I'm telling you, getting this right is one of those little things that will make your English sound incredibly fluent. Wow, we have covered a lot of ground today. So let's do a quick final review of the trickiest words we looked at. Think of this as your final challenge to really lock in everything we've learned. Here they are, your top 3 words to practice. Number 1, pomegranate. Just remember to break it down. Number 2, asparagus. And number 3, our secret weapon, almond, with that silent L. If you can master these 3, you are in fantastic shape.
And as we wrap things up, I've got one last question for you. Thinking back on all the words we covered, from gherkin to pomegranate to almond, which one of them was totally new for you?
You know, every new word you learn is like a new tool you can use to experience the world. I really hope these tips help you feel more confident, whether you're at the grocery store or ordering at a restaurant. Thanks for joining me, and happy eating!